Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Ike back here with another little quick spiel I got. To be honest, this is going to be just a complete off the dome freestyle, just about, where I'm at in life, what's going on right now, and how I'm trying to still do my best to balance the creative mixed in with work. Because, you know what I'm saying, your boy's 27 now, and it gets to a point where a lot of what you have to prioritize is your stability. You have to prioritize making money, and everyone knows this. Like, oftentimes making money or doing the process of making money, you lose the creative side of things. You lose your ambitions for what your true passions are, for what your true inspirations on this planet are. So I'm gonna kind of break down a couple things that I plan on doing in order to combat that, in order to, still make sure that I'm fueling that side of myself. I'm fueling the kid in myself. You never want that young, spontaneous, creative, inspired person in you to die just because you have to do things in order to, obtain more wealth and obtain more stability for yourself. So yeah, I'm just going to be kind of going in talking about that. So right now, I'm tour managing, and these tour managing gigs, this is like a 2 to 3 week gig, and yeah, I'm working damn near 12 hours a day, and there's like one off day, and then that off day you have is a travel day, so you got to be in the car moving hotels and doing all kinds of stuff like that. The life seems really glamorous on the outside looking in, so being a content creator, I'm gonna be just doing a lot more to post my whereabouts and stuff like that on my IG stories and stuff like that. But that has nothing to do with, feeding that child, feeding that creative side of myself, so that, you know, pushing towards like what my true goals are, and things that I wanted to see happen when I was young and stuff like that. I feel like all of that stuff is still so important, and you really need to continue to push that, because that's what I believe keeps you young and keeps you present and keeps you wanting more out of life. There's a lot of people with much more money, and they have no passion, they have no goals outside of that, because they're just so in that realm of only making money, or their job is just that demanding. And yeah, as far as my inspirations go, I'm 27. I'm not gonna go to the NBA anymore, but no, I'm joking. Hoop dreams died about 10 years ago. But yeah, I'm not gonna go to the NBA anymore. But I still do have some passions. I love to make music. I'm deep into martial arts. I love martial arts now. So that's one thing that I'm always looking to get better at and improve at, and just keep that fire in me going. So, and I like to create content that's actually fun to make, like content that's actually dope to make and stuff like that. So passion projects, martial arts, and music are the things that I want to keep alive. So I'm on this tour. I'm going to be doing a lot more tours. So what I'm going to do to keep those things alive is, for the martial arts, of course, I'm going to stay in shape. I can't, like, I'm not at my home gym. I'm not like actively getting consultations from a sensei and stuff like that. But there's a lot of different things I could do to like stay in shape. I can make sure that I wake up and do like a nice morning stretch or yoga. As soon as I'm done with my shift, I could prioritize the fact that I have to do a workout or get in a run. And then once I'm done with that, I have to prioritize stretching and icing. So that's like one way that I could like keep my body evolving in certain ways. Once my funds go up and I'm tour managing a little more, I do want to actually look into just signing into different martial arts gyms based on the location that I'm in. But like, that's what I've heard, that's not always the smartest thing all the time, because, you know, sometimes the egos conflict. I'm not like a bad fighter. I'm pretty good for someone who like doesn't compete at a high level or anything. So like, it'll be very easy for me to walk into a random gym and there's some young person that just has a big ego and is really good, who I'm still able to touch up. So then they're really going to start going hard. And like, that's how injuries happen. That's how you go to a random gym and get your ass whooped, etc. There's so many different things, nuances like that. But like, I'm just going to be the guy that's walking in and like just trying to do my best to not approach that with my ego, I guess. So that's what I'm looking at as far as that. On the music side of things, there's, you know, vocal warm-ups, vocal exercises, finding new beats, listening to new beats. And again, once I'm in this tour game for maybe another month or so, I do want to start booking studio sessions in different locations that I'm in. So obviously some locations aren't going to have a good studio or will have a studio at all, so I'll be asked out. But when I'm in a great location, like right now I'm in Atlanta, I'm going to be in Atlanta for another 3-4 days. I'm going to look for just one studio session. And with that studio session, I just want to create one song. So it's just going to be one place, one song. So that's going to motivate me to continue writing and continue to just piece little things together while I'm working and focusing on work and stuff like that. And then lastly, the passions and the creative side of things, that just comes along with me documenting myself. With the tour managing stuff, I could easily just document like, you know, like the job I'm doing, and the companies really like the fact that I have like professional grade content that I make and stuff like that. But that has nothing to do with me setting up the tripod and filming myself do stuff, filming myself checking out different locations in the cities and stuff like that. So I'm going to do my best to also document myself in as much as I'm using my camera for the professional work as well. So yeah, guys, that's how I'm keeping my inner child alive, even though that work is getting intensive right now. So I guess my question to you is, how are you going to keep your inner child alive this year? Work is picking up. If you're someone that's working a lot, what are you going to do with all these responsibilities and all these priorities to keep your inner child alive, to keep the fire in you going? Like, you see older people, but it's always the older people who don't have anything to work towards anymore who die off faster, whereas the old guy that still loves swimming as much as he did when he was young, or he still loves his tennis, or he still loves to roll and do some jujitsu, or the lady that still loves to yarn, that still loves to sew or do different things or cook or go on her walks and do stuff for their kids and different things. It's always the people that have that yearning to keep going and keep fueling their passions and keep fueling different things that they used to like the couple that golfs, the couple that plays tennis. There's just so many different iterations of what this could be. So my question is, what is it to you? Leave that in the comments, y'all. Put that in the comments. Let me know what it is that you are gonna change about your current schedule, your current habits, in order to fuel your inspirations. I just told you mine, just told you 3 of my prioritizing inspirations right now and how I'm gonna keep them alive. Would love to hear yours in the comments. With that being said, y'all, your boy Ike Ude, tap it out with another video. I'm doing these little freestyle videos just to get back into the mix, just to feel comfortable coming out here and expressing stuff to y'all. So I hope that you guys really interpreted the message that I was trying to get across today. I hope that you guys understand that, like, we're just big babies on this planet. We were just randomly plopped, just born one day. And when you were a kid, there were so many things that intrigued you about this existence. So I feel like keeping that alive is what keeps you young, keeps you youthful. And I just hope you guys understand this message. Peace.